Well, you don't get to pick when or where this happens, but here's my bike. And here's the odometer. So let's go ride. Yeah, so I'm like almost home on a 500-mile ride. I went down to Reading this weekend to surprise my brother for his birthday. He was having just a humble party at his house, and he happened to post an invitation he made, which was kind of funny looking. And so we got a kick out of it and was like, haha, yeah, I wish we could come, you know. Or my whole family said that, more or less. And I was like, huh, I actually could go. So it worked out, and I went down there. It was cool. I only got to spend like, you know, maybe 8 hours total with him, but it was fun. And it was a decent ride. There's a little shivering dog sticking his head out of that Jeep. Okay, we're at 99,998 miles. It's been quite chilly today. Reading is so hot. I mean, it's always way warmer there in the summer months than anywhere else north of there anyway. 99,999! And yeah, so this ride started at about 70 and quickly dropped down to 50s, and it's been 50s the whole time, and now it's like high 40s. And I didn't bring any heated gear, so 8 hours blasting along in 50-degree weather will chill you to the bone pretty well. It's sustainable though. But I used an app that my friend made. It's not an app, it's a website. It's called Weather Ahead. It's weather-ahead.com. But it tells you tell it when you're gonna start. 100,000! Yeah. Good job, Frankenzuki. Frank. Good job. He actually has like 102,000 on him because for about 2,000 miles the odometer wasn't, or the speedometer wasn't working. That was like middle of his life, around 50,000 miles. Right before I put the front end on it. By the way, I should do like a review of that. I really like the GSXR 600 750 front end that I put on here, and I really like the Yamaha monoblock brakes. They are awesome. And it has held up great, like absolutely no modification related issues. Same with the headlight. Headlight has done great. 100% functional. So anyway, I'm very proud of my little blue bike. I bought this bike with about 21,000 on it. So it's been with me for 80,000 miles. And the Nighthawk before it, about 50,000 miles that I rode it. And I've got probably 10,000, maybe 15,000 on my WR. Probably like 10. It's not that much. It doesn't have an odometer though. Not a overall odometer. I've been listening to Hans Zimmer soundtracks and Thomas Ferguson all day. Actually all weekend. It's extremely epic music. But it's fitting for the epic western landscapes. Like northern Oregon, just as the sun was setting behind Hood and Mount Adams. ripping across these wheat fields. It's just like, man, it gives you goosebumps with the right soundtrack. Or anyway, about weather ahead. It's real simple. You enter when you're starting, where you're starting, and where you're going, and it tells you the weather along your route when you'll be at each place. A time varying forecast along your route. So it's really good for, especially up here in the Pacific Northwest, when one ride can take you through 40 degrees of temperature difference and, you know, several different, like, precipitation zones and stuff. So it's really, really useful. Weather-ahead.com. Enter your starting location, ending location, when you're leaving, and it shows you pretty much all the weather along the route for the time that you would be there. Assuming you don't take any big breaks, but then you can like add, you know, through points if you're trying to go through a different route. You just add through points, and this can also be like intersections of roads. It doesn't have to be a town. But this is my ride tomorrow, going from Natchez to Redding, and it's about 500 miles, and it goes over, you know, different climates. Pretty significant here. So this is higher elevation here in Bend, or just after Bend. So it's down to 45 and then 80 by the time I hit Redding. So
Their head is an amazing app.
It is. Absolutely.
When are we leaving? 10ish?
Yeah.
We have a bunch of people. Okay, that's not too bad.
For anything more than a few hours, especially crossing a mountain range or something, it's really nice to use. Good job, Frank. I'm cold. Okay. Goodbye. Where's my other glove? It is on my hand. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I put that in.